So harvest is done. My harvest is done anyways. And now I need to do a little bit of tillage. 2 of my 3 fields we're gonna strip till, but the last one I am going to do conventional tillage on it for at least a couple more years. So I got my dad and brother's just a plow here behind me. It's currently connected to their tractor. I need to disconnect it, put mine on it. The problem is that everyone's too cheap to buy a jack for the hitch. So I gotta figure out a way to get this hitch lifted up off the tractor, get my tractor backed up to it and put on, because we don't have a skid steer or a forklift here. I'm thinking bottle jack. I put this underneath, grab the bottle jack, and then maybe a piece of wood to keep it from punching a hole in the bottom of the hitch. The biggest thing is that my tractor, my Challenger, is really hard to back up to implements. Those Challenger transmissions are really jumpy, and I'm afraid I'm gonna back into the hitch, move the hitch, and then make it fall off the bottle jack onto the ground. But I don't know how else to do it. Okay, that's loose. Chain, I hate chains. Okay, got to the field. Now, I know I've made a big deal in the past about doing strip till and cover crops, and I am. So I have my 3 fields. On 2 of them, I am doing strip till and cover crops. Now on this one, this is the one that I just purchased. It's my first year farming it, and I tiled it here. The problem with tiling it, and you might remember this from me spraying this field, is that it left a bunch of tile ridges throughout the field that are just terrible. They're really hard on the equipment, they're hard on you, your back, and your body, and they're just really, really hard to farm. So I need to level that out over the next couple of years. So I'm gonna just plow it this fall, field cultivate it this spring, and then probably rip it next fall as well in a year. Because it usually takes 2 years to really get those things smoothed out perfect. Okay, so I take a little break here because if you're new to the channel or you haven't seen the tiling videos, whatever, I just want to show you what I'm dealing with. I don't know how easy it is to see on camera, but there's a big old dip right here. From here to here is probably about a foot difference. And these are all over the field. There's one right here. And as you look across, I don't know how well the camera's seen them, but they're all over the place here. And they are not easy to farm. I mean, you can even see the combine, the head went right over the top and left some pods here. Just because a head can't flex that much. So that's why I'm not doing strip till on this one for the next couple of years. It just, tiling and then going straight into strip till doesn't work very good because you leave all these huge bumps out here. And also, when I was at Ag PhD field days, I met a lot of you guys, but one guy, his name was Quinn, and he said, make sure you turn her black and you do it for me. So Quinn, this is for you. Turn her black. And I think I have a broken shank. Oh boy. Is it cracked? No, it must not actually be broken. I thought it was broken because it's hanging down different than the rest of them, but I also realize, what is going on? Is it bent? All the other ones line up, and then this one doesn't. But they're all mounted to the same. What's going on here? I'm not seeing any cracks. Interesting. I see this is kind of offset in the back, but nothing's cracked or no bolts are missing. So maybe it just needs to be reset a little bit. I don't know, I'll keep an eye on this one. Maybe check it every once in a while now that I know that something's a little off with it. Making progress. I am 61 acres into this 111 acre field. The good old Challenger's handling it pretty well. I honestly thought I'd be able to go a little bit faster. Oh my gosh. I honestly thought I'd be able to go a little bit faster, but I don't know, I'm going anywhere from 4.5 to 6, depending on if I'm going uphill or downhill, if I'm in a hard spot or not. Which, I mean, that kind of makes sense. This is a 300 horsepower tractor. My dad and brother are pulling it with a tractor that has significantly more horsepower, so, you know, the first time when we first bought this here, we pulled up the 8320R. And I know that did not pull as well as the 8345 RT did. That's what Chris and Dad are pulling it with. So I think this is like 300 horsepower, 305 engine, raw engine. But these Cat engines, they can lug a lot better than the John Deere ones. You start pulling down the RPM range and they kind of keep going, whereas the John Deeres lose significant horsepower the second you start dropping RPM. But yeah, going pretty good. Forgot how extremely boring tillage is. I used to think tillage was a lot of fun. Now that I've done more things and I've taken on more responsibilities, and now it's just boring to me. Usually I have an iPad with me to watch movies. I completely forgot it. Didn't even think about it today. I don't know. I like something with more of a challenge. I like planting. I like combining. I mean, I don't mind spraying. I hate filling the sprayer. That's that part. But I really love thinking about, like, if I do this to the crop, well, you know, will it help it? Will it not? You know, if I do this or that. Until it's just kind of like turn your brain off and go. I don't know. When I turn my brain off, I get bored.
Ah! Ooh! I don't know if you guys can see that. A shard of metal stuck in the bottom of my camera. I just stabbed myself. Ouch. Anyways, it's the next day. I did not quite finish up last night. There's like 20 acres left. I just got tired. I wanted to go to bed. So I got home and then I proceeded to watch TikTok for 2 hours and then go to bed. Anyways, I think I did figure out what is wrong with that one shank that was bent weird or looked funny compared to the rest. It's currently up in the air, so you can't really see it much. But basically, I'll demonstrate in this one back here. On the inside of the spring, there's this like tube, and then I think it's welded to whatever this is in the back, and that snapped. So the spring is actually overextending. It's still doing its purpose, like it's still being a shock absorber and everything else. I mean, nothing's cracked or broken except for that on the inside. So I think it's actually digging a little bit deeper because that spring's extended and that shank is actually pointed further down. So I don't really care. It's not really bothering me any. If one shank goes a few inches deeper, whatever. I'd rather have one shank go a few inches deeper than shallower. But I did tell my dad and my brother that if they're going to put a bunch of acres in this thing this fall, they should probably look into that. And I'm pretty sure it was like that before I got it, because I checked it early when I started the field and I noticed it. So yeah. And the other, should probably make sure that none of my points are broken. They'll look to be good. I don't know, I've never seen this style of point before. My dad and brother must be trying them out. I don't know. I'm used to this style point. They had a broken one when I picked it up, so I replaced it with one that I found. That's what we use in the past. Okay, I should probably make sure. I hate chains. They always drag. I should probably make sure that my engine oil level is good. I am sitting at an angle, so it is going to mess fit a little bit, but yeah, we're good. Okay. Beautiful. If there's one thing Challenger did really well, is they put that they put their own engine in it, the C9, and it sounds so good. If you hear this tractor from a distance, under load, oh. One time, my dad was using it to cultivate the organic, and I was out in a different part of the same field walking, and like when he came over the hill, oh, it sounded majestic. My door definitely not getting closed. Oh, there we go. Anyways, something that this chisel plow has done ever since we got it is it has never ever pulled straight. That's actually like the straightest it's ever pulled right there. But it's always pulled at a slight angle to this, favoring this side. It has the same amount of shanks on both sides. In fact, a couple of years ago, we removed a bunch of shanks, widened the spacing out from 12 inches to 16 or 18. I don't quite remember. But yeah, we made sure it had the same amount of shanks on each side. They're all in the same spot. And yeah, look at that. It just does not pull straight at all. Never quite figured out why. I don't know if any of you guys have one of these chisel plows. Does yours pull straight? I mean, it's never really bothered us too much. It still does a pretty good job, but yeah, it's always pulled crooked. And just like that, I'm done with tillage for the year. Look at that beautiful field. I'm hoping, I don't know, I've been doing so much research and listening to podcasts and watching videos. I think there truly is a better way to farm than the way that we've been doing it for a really long time. It's just finding that perfect balance of how to do it. I think there's a way to minimize inputs. I think there's a way to reduce tillage or even get rid of it. And I've been trying to soak up as much as I possibly can. So I'm hoping that, you know, next year's my last year of tillage forever. I don't know. That's the reason I haven't bought any tillage equipment. I've just been kind of using my dad's and brother's as I need it, because I just don't want to invest money in something that I don't truly believe in. So we'll see. Maybe I'll try different things for 3 or 4 years and it'll suck and I'll come back to tillage. That's very possible, but I do think there is better ways to do it. So we'll see.
I think strip till is the way to go, at least for now. I'm going to have another 2 fields strip tilled. I am going to leave 1 pass of my this year's cornfield, next year's soybean field with no strip till at all, because I want to try 1 pass of no till, see what the heck happens. I don't know. I mean, I'm in the farming for the long term. I love farming. I mean, I hope to be able to expand and you know, right now I'm really, you know, my income is really being heavily subsidized by the YouTube and by my AgriGPS dealership, which is awesome. I love doing both those things, but I would love to get to a point someday where I don't need to fully subsidize my farming, right? I hope to be able to expand. I hope to be able to rent acres, buy more acres. But first of all, my area is really competitive. It's really hard. I got a few really, really large farmers that I'm competing against. I'm literally competing against my own family to 2 different, you know, on my uncle and my dad's side. And being my first year, you know, I think people want me to prove myself. And, you know, I think that this first year farming, my yields were just as good as everyone else's. So, you know, I hope that people can see that and not think that I'm doing this as some sort of publicity stunt, but we'll see. We'll see. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.